Time to hit the trails and test some new shoes, everyone. Everyone, Dog Walker Dave here. As you can tell, maybe not, maybe they just look like dress shoes, but these are the Norda 005s. I will start off by saying that Norda provided these to me free of charge with absolutely no expectations of putting out a video or anything like that. Nick just wanted me to try them out and see how I like them. Simple as that. They didn't tell me what to say. They don't even know I'm putting out this video, so you'll be the first to see this video. I do want to start off, first of all, by reading a comment that one of my subscribers put on his Strava regarding these shoes. I think my other shoes, this is from Monty, by the way. Shout out Monty. I think my other shoes are going to be lonely. Probably the most comfortable shoes I've ever worn, and very lightweight. Pricey though, so I hope they're durable. My first impression, just not that long of a run so far, they are extremely light. You notice that right off the bat. And the midsole is so nice and responsive and comfortable. I know it's just first thoughts on them, but the midsole that they use, a TPEE, which is a thermoplastic elastomer midsole made by the company Arnatel, which makes rubber type compounds, plastic type compounds for other industries, but they use a 100% TPEE midsole, and I'll tell you right now, it is very comfortable just in the first bit doing my run here. I'll come back with more thoughts in a little bit. Continuing on to the upper, and I'll show B-roll while I am navigating the trails, trying not to trip on some rocks and roots. They use Dyneema. They also use for the 001 and the 002s, but this is a lighter, more breathable version of the 01s and 02s, and if you've ever run in either of those, you know that they are not very breathable at all, and they don't drain that well. I didn't find it to be a problem, but some people will. There is a generous amount of room in the forefoot and midfoot. I do not have wide feet. My feet are quite narrow. So I actually went true to size. Norda recommends you going up half a size. This US men's 10.5 fit me perfectly. I could even go with a thicker sock if I had to, but I prefer the ones I'm wearing right now. And the lockdown is really good. Again, just first thoughts. I'll put out another video after I have hundreds of kilometers in these. In the upper as well, they're kind of a little bit of a blend of a 01 and an 02. There's no solid heel counter, or no heel counter per se. So it's similar to the 001s, but they've added internal heel pads, and I'll show you the B-roll, what those look like. And I'm not getting any heel problems at all. And for those that have run in the 001s, many people find that to be an irritation. There's absolutely nothing in the heel area that will give me any grief. I can tell that right away. I'd like to stop and talk a little bit more about the midsole, but the mosquitoes are just terrible here. And it's 30 Celsius, about 90 Fahrenheit. Very unusual for the end of August. Okay, back to the midsole. So we're looking at a 28.5 millimeter heel and a 21.5 in the forefoot, 7 millimeter drop. So it's not extremely high. It's higher than other Norda shoes, but it has a nice stable base, which really helps navigating the tougher terrain. That's what I'm finding so far. I'll do a quick comparison to another pair of trail super shoes I have, the On Cloud Ultra Pro. I find these Nordas a lot more stable. I just don't feel secure after some runs in the On shoes. Second to last part here, we have the outsole. We have Vibram's, it's a new outsole, the Mega Grip Elite. We have full coverage on the bottom, so there's no exposed midsole foam, which is always a good thing on a trail running shoe. I know some companies try to cut weight, cutting out a little bit, but then the midsole gets all hacked up. That's a good thing for trail running shoes. And the lug depth is 3.5 millimeters. Not perfect, but kind of an all-around lug depth here. And because my shoes are nice Nev color, I believe it is, I don't want to, dirty them for once. I'll keep them relatively clean. To find another way to go. And just to add to the Vibram Mega Grip Elite, I could care less what all the marketing naming and whatnot, but folks, you can't go wrong with a Vibram outsole in many trail shoes that I've tested. It seems to be the best outsole brand that I have seen used on any trail shoe. Sure, it might cost a few extra dollars and you have to pay a little bit of a royalty to the company, but it's worth it. It's worth it in my opinion. I will just finish up by mentioning the price. It's the only thing I'm really aware of, and I'm not just talking running, I'm talking many things, where the price in Canada is less expensive than the US for certain. They are $320 here in Canada, but they're also $320 in American dollars in the United States. I'm not sure what the price is in other countries. And that's the only time that we benefit from pricing here in Canada. The only shoe manufacturer for sure. Usually you pay 20-30% here in Canada for the same shoes that you can buy in the US. Exchange rate and all those things. And everyone, I know that if you get something for free, you shouldn't complain about it. And some people might think this is going to be a biased review because you didn't have to pay for the shoes. Of course you're going to say nice things because you still want to get some stuff from the company. I'm not going to argue with you with that. That's for sure. But I agree with Monty. These are the most comfortable pair of running shoes I have ever put on my feet. I know that's a bold claim, but they are so comfortable. I'm really looking forward to testing them over the next many months and see how they hold up. And once I do that, I will put out a long-term review on the channel and let you know how they fared. Thank you again, Norda, and thank you everyone out there for watching. Drop a comment below, and if you haven't subscribed, that really helps out the channel. Appreciate everyone, and get outside. I gotta get something to drink here. It's hot.